So, yeah, what have we got today? Oh, I do have something for us today, and I just really, I'm seem to be looking a lot at these nature writers, or, and this is one George Washington Carver, and it's just simple and lovely. How far you go in life depends on your being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, and tolerant of the weak and strong. Because someday in your life, you will have been all of these. There you go. Good start there. We will have been all of them and we will be all of those things. So we be compassionate with others and ourselves. Let's begin. We're going to begin seated. So find yourself seated. Bang myself against there. Sit comfortably. If that means sitting on a cushion, sit up on a cushion. And move this a bit closer. Okay. Sitting tall. Let's just take a moment to connect with our body, have a look at the body, rub the knees a little bit. I always find this a very kind of grounding, comforting kind of gesture. So it's a nice, you might want, maybe it's your thighs, but I always find that knees need a little bit of reassurance. Okay. Now let the hands rest on the knees and let's just make some sound. So sitting tall, so think about lifting the chest, lift the heart, let the shoulders sit back. Nice and strong and open in the back. Tuck the chin in slightly, back of the neck long, close the eyes. Just take a moment to breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. With that sound and that exhale, just landing in your body, on the ground, in this moment. And if you're not landing, just notice that you're not landing. Wherever you are right now, just notice it, be aware, and start to bring the focus of your attention into your awareness of what is happening right now. Notice how you feel. Have a little mini check-in here. How do I feel right now? What is my emotional weather? How is my spine? What's going on in my body? Just acknowledging it fully. Noticing the breath. Is my breath smooth and even? Is it deep? Is it short? Where is it in the body? Have I forgotten to breathe? And just having a sense of your form, your outline, the space that you are occupying, your body is occupying, and the negative space, the space around you, and this interface of the body, the surface of the skin, maybe thinking about the areas of the surface of the skin that have fabrics, different fabrics, some tight to the body, some loose, areas of the body which are exposed to the air. And just noticing that, noticing the different temperatures, noticing the air, and noticing the air coming in and out through the nostrils. Again, take a deep breath in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Let yourself land, arrive. And we'll chant the mantra Om 3 times to really arrive and be here now, and just stimulate the whole of our system, our energetic system. You might want to make a little mudra with the thumb to the first finger. I just naturally did that. So you can or can't, it's up to you. Take a deep breath in. We're going to chant the mantra Om 3 times. Breathe in. I'm taking a moment to notice the impact of making that sound and that vibration ringing in the body, as if your body is like a bell. And then we're just going to lift the shoulders up, breathing in and out through the mouth. Release. Yes, just release. Breathing in again and out through the mouth. And again, breathing in, shoulders up. Start that chant in. And release. Just roll the shoulders back 3 times, breathing in and out. Rolling those shoulders. Yeah, opening the chest. And then forwards with those shoulders. Roll them forwards. Yeah, you can make some sound if it feels appropriate, if it feels like it's wanting to come out of the body. Yeah, a few sighs. It's good. Interlink the fingers and extend up. Push up the hands to the ceiling, but making sure the back of the neck is nice and long. So you feel that sense of the crown lifting, the chest is lifting, the front of the body is getting long, the base of the spine is pointing down. You're getting length and you're getting strength in the abdominals. You're extending through the elbows, but keeping a sense of the shoulders sitting down. So we get really feeling of a connection with our surface of our back. And opening our wings a little bit, breathing in and breathing out, lowering the arms down. Getting those wings opened up, yeah. And let's open the wings up even more by interlinking the fingers in front of the body. Breathe into that chest and breathing out, take the hands forward, drop the head down, open between the shoulder blades, between the wings. Really feel that space increasing. Increase it with your breath. So breathe into that, into the chest. You might feel that in the heart space. And as you breathe out, feel the center of your back between the shoulder blades is pulling back away from the hands. Breathe out fully to release. Breathing in and coming back. Have a little wriggle to see if that's loosening up. Interlink the fingers behind the back. Breathing in, open the chest, take the shoulders back. Back of the neck is long, so you're looking down at the ground. So we're just taking that chest forward, taking the shoulders back. Yeah, let's just kind of open up what has probably been closed right across the front of the chest, front of the shoulders. Very key place to get some counterbalance from all the arms going forward on the laptop. And the neck gets some release. And release. Good. Let's just take the left hand onto the left side. Nice bendy elbow. Stretch up to the right. Extend up to the ceiling. I'm reaching over the body. Reaching over the body. Try to make sure the arm doesn't fall in front of the face. Bending into the left elbow. You might even want to rest your forearm on the ground if that's where you're getting to. But try and keep the sitting bones down. We'll really open up here. And breathe into this space. Breathe into the right side of the body. So we're not pushing or forcing anything, not overdoing it. We're finding our point of contact, okay, our point of resistance, where the body wants to get to, and then we're freeing it up a bit. Let's come out of this nice and softly. So let the arm drop forwards, and we'll just come back up to seated. That feels nice and flowy. Good. Get those wings opened. Right hand on the right side. Breathing in, extend up through the left. Look up at that left hand. And the fingers are going over to the right, bending into that right elbow. You can come down onto the forearm if that feels better for you. Keep the sitting bones down, lengthen through the left side. Breathe, most important. Breathing in, fill the left side with air, breathing out, reaching over a little deeper. Good. Looking up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm, if your neck is okay with that. One more breath in. On the out breath, let the arm just fall forwards and come up to seated, nice and easy. Yeah, and let's just bring that into a stirring up. So remember to keep that back upright, which also includes the back of the neck. The crown is reaching up, breathe in. And as you breathe out, leaning forwards. It's kind of like led by the heart a little bit. And then inhaling, coming around to the back, exhaling, coming forwards. And feel that lifting. The body's lifting up out of the hips there, lifting all the time. So you feel that lifting, the heart is flying up. Maybe you have a sense of the heart kind of it's circling, but it's spiraling upwards. Inhaling as you lean back, exhaling as you come forwards. Keeping the integrity of that spine. So you feel your abdominals have to work. They have to work to Maintain and hold the back. Have this sense of holding front and the back here. It's not gripping, it's just holding. It's like a nice container. Feel your container and feel it expanding with the breath. Don't forget, this is all with the breath. And we come to our center again. Have a little bit of a move around, see how that feels. Breathing in. We're going the other direction. Breathing out, leaning forwards and around to the left. Inhaling as you lean back. Exhaling as you come forwards. And let's actually add in, if you want to, add in a bit of stirring, because I think that makes the movement a bit bigger. If that's okay for you, if your back's okay with that. Going forwards, we're going to stir up whatever we want to stir up. Maybe there's something gotten a bit stodgy, needs to be kind of stirred in, integrated. Just have a little think about that as we're stirring it up, getting some energy moving around. Yeah, whatever energy it is, let it move, acknowledge it, get it into the mix. Don't ignore it, let it be brought into being. Good, and then come back to center. Come onto your hands, onto all fours, hands and knees. Make sure there's space between the knees, feet flat behind, hands underneath the shoulders. Make sure the elbows are nice and bendy, so give them a little bend, just to remind them that their arms are nice and springy, not locked like pillars. Now we're just going to breathe in, look forwards, and most of all, open the chest, take the shoulders back, slight bend in the elbows there. And as you breathe out, you're going to tuck the tailbone under, arch up through the spine. Very simple little cat-cow. Inhaling, you're lifting the eyes, opening the chest, but very mindful here. And exhaling, starts with the tail tucking under, arching up through the spine, bring the chin to the chest, looking back towards the thighs. And it always starts lifting the tail. Inhale. Checking your hands that are really in contact with the ground. The fingers are spread wide. Inhaling and just enjoying your spine. Maybe close your eyes so you can really enjoy the movement of the spine. So it's really getting nice and long and lengthened on the inhale and getting really bendy and curved on the exhale, as if the middle of the back is reaching up into the skies. And also having opened the shoulders and the chest cavity, opened our wings a little bit, this may feel a little bit more vibrant. Breathing in, a bit more space to move. Lifting up. Breathing in, opening the chest, taking the shoulders back. The chest wants to fly forwards and upwards, and then exhaling, tucking the tailbone down, arching up through the spine. Let's do one more. Inhaling, and then exhaling. And with that exhale, sit back into the heels. Let's just take the hands forwards and bring the forehead to the ground. Rest the arms on the ground. Have a little rock side to side. Have a little rock there. Kind of feels nice to do that sometimes. And breathe. So releasing breath, breathe out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. And just enjoy that connection with the forehead, with the ground. That point, the third eye, which is like really that intuition, that inner vision. That wisdom we want to attach to, we want to connect with. Yeah, feel that sense of grounding that, making it real. So we're going to now get that back a bit more motivated. So on the inhale, you're going to come up, keeping the hands extended out in front of you. On the inhale, keep the hands where they are, come up to all fours. Exhaling, taking the hips forward, opening the chest. The shoulders are going back and down, you're looking up. Inhaling, exhaling. So the inhale is always coming into this all fours, and the exhale is the back bend or the front opening, and really feel your heart is flying upwards to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. This is a great little practice on its own. Now, if you want to start to get a bit more in touch with your back, with your spine, and give it some extra attention, just doing this anytime really helps. Incorporating that breath, knowing that the breath is supporting you all the time. And you can, move within your range. You don't have to go into this full opening. It could be that you're just kind of creeping up a little bit, just to a small little back bend. But really think about your breath as a support. It's a constant little support. Inhaling and sit back on the heels again on the exhale. and forward to the ground. Let's make ourselves a little diamond. So your toes are just, the big toes are just touching there. The space between the knees. So this is the bottom point of the diamond, the outside points. And then we're going to make a little triangle here, the thumb and the first finger connecting, and the elbows out to the side, slightly bent. So we get this lovely diamond shape, and your head is in the middle-ish of the diamond. And just feel that sense of connectedness and container. We're making a little container for ourselves. And that container, it's not kind of, you know, boxing ourselves in, it's just holding ourselves. It's a permeable and expanding container. And again, feel the wings, feel your back ribs expanding as you breathe in. Really send that breath into that area and breathe out fully. Good. Now take the hands forwards again, come up onto all fours, tuck the toes under on the inhale, exhaling, lift the knees off the ground. Let's come into downward dog, and let's just bend the knees and push the heel down. So we're just bending the right knee, taking the left heel down, bending the left knee, putting the right heel down. Just enjoying that whilst checking that your fingers are spread wide, checking that your elbows are slightly soft. The space between, the tough one is often there, creating space between the shoulders, because often the shoulders want to hunch up by the neck, but really take the shoulders away from each other, away from the neck, away from the ears. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Maybe you're finding the hamstrings warming up a little bit now and the hips are getting a bit active. Now we're just going to walk the feet towards the hands, or the hands towards the feet, bend the knees, let the body hang. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Have a little sway here, keeping the knees bent. You can hold on to the elbows if you want, or you can let the arms just rest on the ground, but most of all, really release the neck. So just let the head sway. Maybe you want to turn the head just to remind the neck to relax. You want to just turn the head as if you are saying no, just turning. And still breathing out through the mouth, releasing, and seeing how it feels when you shift the weight from right foot to left foot as you sway there. How does that feel on your back? Where is the release happening? Don't forget to breathe. Now just come to a stillness. Place a focus of energy in the base of the spine and lift from there. Do this slowly. Keep breathing in and out through your nostrils. Keep the knees bent. Really slow this down, this process. Lifting up each little vertebrae, one after the other, like a sun rising up over the horizon. Steady, slow pace until you come to standing. Yeah, and then the sun's shining. In fact, let's just do that nice big star or sun. Let's take the feet really wide apart. Maybe have the feet slightly out at an angle just to really get that full extent. Talking about this container, maybe this body is a container, but we can expand. So let's just see how that feels to expand in every direction, breathing in and opening the chest, opening everything. Yeah, it's like, come on world. And this is very appropriate for today. It's a full moon, so we're really expanding, and we're just going to reflect and be reflected. Our shiny light's going to be reflected right back at us. Breathe with this though. Even stretching to the toes, into the fingers, and let's get some sparkling with the fingers. Good. One more breath in, and then release the arms down, and bring the feet together, however you want. Give the legs a little shake. And let's just get the shoulders a bit more motivated. So we're going to start by lifting the shoulders, bending the knees, let the elbows raise. We're going backwards first of all. Breathe with this, breathing in. And suddenly your arms are, without even knowing it, without even trying, your arms are up right behind your ears. And you're opening up even more. Full moon energy. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And let's just take that forward. So starting gradually. Don't forget to bend the knees with this so the whole body gets involved. Lifting the elbows gradually. The arms are coming up gradually. Yeah. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's get the whole arm extended up by the ears, like we're diving into the day. Diving in. Good. And then we're going to come into a half breath. to clear that all out. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice strong. Let's make it a very strong, vital, directed. Let the arms swing a little bit. And again, breathing in. Good. Let the arms swing. Again, breathe in. Last one. Big ha. Let the arms swing a little bit. Come to standing. Let's lively up the legs. Take the hands to the hips. Bring the heel to the backside. So we're motivating ourselves into action. Getting the legs warmed up. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Get the legs moving a little bit faster. Let's see if we can get some blood moving around. And now we're lifting the knees nice and high. Yeah. Getting that energy moving. You know, it helps to move anything that's sort of stagnating, any emotions or feelings that are kind of getting sticky and clinging, not really getting expressed. Legs out to the side now, opening up the hips a little bit. Breathing, don't hold your breath. In and out through the nostrils. Yeah. And now lifting and opening. So opening the hip, lift the knee up and out to the side. Lift the knee up and out to the side. Good. With the breath, moving in and out through the nostrils. Good. One more each side. Good. Okay. And let's just have one more little extension. So feet are hips width apart on the ground, parallel, interlink the fingers, breathe in. Breathing out, push the hands up. Pushing the hands up, pushing the feet into the ground, feeling your full expansive self. Breathe. Breathe into the whole length of your body. Push the feet into the earth. Stretch the hands to the heavens. Breathe. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out, lower the arms down. And let's just wake everything up a bit. Take the feet a bit wider apart. In front and behind, these little claps. So we also have a little bit more opening in the shoulders. Also drawing a little circle, casting a little circle around us energetically. Good. Palms together and shake them off. Okay. Let's come on to some standing postures, standing at the front of the mat. Feet, have a look at them, align them. Maybe just come up onto the toes, lift the heels high, 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 high. See how that feels. Is it wobbly? And then bring them down. Lift the toes, really lift them high. So get a bit of exercise in the feet, get the feet a bit lively, and also focusing on the feet. I'm going to start with a warrior two. So a big step back with the right foot, weight on the left foot, big step back, big expansive posture. So get your feet in a good position, the right foot slightly pointing forwards, but the hips are aligned with the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift. Expand the body, breathing out. Arms coming down to shoulder height, breathing in. Open, fingertips moving away from each other, bending into the left knee on the out breath, pushing into that right foot, to the back of the right foot. Let's move with this a little bit just to get ourselves a bit more, let's give ourselves a bit more space. Inhaling, lifting the chest, lengthening. Exhaling, bending into that left knee, pushing into that right foot. So we're getting also that reminder, so that every time we come into this posture, there's always that dual aspect, that extending aspect. And also it's happening from the fingertip to fingertip as well. So inhaling, you might feel a lift in the heart, lift in the crown, and exhaling, extending the feet away from each other, the fingertips away from each other, looking down, the left arm beyond the fingertips. Inhaling, exhaling, going a little deeper each time maybe. If you go deeper, then don't forget you might need to widen your stance, slide that foot forward, and also you'll have to really anchor it even stronger. So you want to keep the body upright rather than leaning forwards. We're not going forwards with that left arm. There's always a sense of pulling back with the right. So try and find that evenness. We're a big, expansive entity. And then we'll just sink into this for the last time. Stay there for a breath or two, making sure that the hips are nice and open, So imagine I'm just pressing on the inside of that knee, just guiding that a little bit in a better direction. The most important thing is that the knee and the toes are aligned. So if it's not possible to be so open, make sure the toe is following where the knee is going. Otherwise, you're going to twist your knee. Inhaling, straightening up. Exhaling, lower the arms down. Bend the right knee a lot so that you can spring back to the front of the mat. Maybe you surprise yourself at the expansiveness of your warrior. Weight on the right foot, step back with the left. Nice big step. Again, get the feet level, get the hips level. Breathing in, lift the arms up, expand. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. Again, don't forget, everything is extending on this. In breath, lengthen up. Lift the heart, lengthen the body. Breathing out. So you also feel a sense maybe of holding here in the base of the body. So you're really drawing up the pelvic floor. And you can kind of express that even more as you inhale. That helps that drawing up and holding that as you exhale a little bit. Inhaling, exhaling. Maybe you go a bit deeper each time. Maybe feel that sense of deepening. Not forgetting, if that knee is going forwards and you're deepening and the groin is going down, you need to press a bit firmer and be even stronger, anchored with the left foot, the left thigh, the left buttock. Inhaling, shoulders down away from the ears, neck is long, crown is reaching up to the heavens. Let's do this one more. Exhaling. Yeah, extend the fingertips away from each other. The feet are grounded, the even weight between the feet. Good. Now inhale, come up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend the left knee a lot so you can spring back to the front of the mat. Let's shake the legs a little bit. Maybe shake the shoulders. Yeah, just shaking up the energy, the feelings, the sensations. So we're just evening out and resetting. I'm going to come into a little squat now. So feet a nice distance apart, out at an angle, and just coming down into the squat. And if your heels are lifted, don't forget to put some padding underneath them, a folded blanket or a cushion. Let the body fall between the knees and let the arms fall forwards. Backs of the hands on the ground, just to kind of feel that sense of release, that sort of surrendered, open, releasing sense. Head is almost coming down to the ground or almost falling as if it's going to fall into your hands, the crown of the head. Breathe. Now some nice out breaths through the mouth, breathing in through the nostrils. Yeah, so you stirred up some feelings, some emotions, some unexpressed stuff. Let it come out on this side. It feels good to do that. One more, I think. Good. Hands together. Give them a little rub there. It's like we're making a little fire here for ourselves. So spicy and fun today. And then we're going to just press. As you press the elbows out into the insides of the knees or the thighs there, have a sense of lifting the chest. So lifting the chest, the hands are coming towards the chest. See how the neck is extended. I'm just exaggerating. It's kind of like really opening and expanding. We're moving in that direction anyway. Breathe, 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 breathe. Breathe deeply. Good. And then bring the hands to the ground, pushing into the ground to come up into a ragdoll. Let the body hang. Knees are bent. Breathe in. Sigh out. One side before we start lifting. Feel that light, that beautiful light traveling up through the center of the body that's lifting you up. It's kind of doing all the work for you until you come to standing nice and tall and true and strong. Good. So now we have a bit of energy in the body. Let's come into a stronger posture. The warrior 3, balance. So we're going to get warm. Put the weight onto the left foot. Really anchor that down. Bending knee of the left leg. And then start to take that right leg back. Try and keep the hips level. Try not to let that right hip lift up. That's what it's going to want to do. So we need to keep real strong in the left thigh and the left buttock. And then you take the arms forwards. And we make this little mudra expansive. So we're going to make the Jupiter mudra. So pointing the finger and gripping the other fingers around. And we're pointing that forwards and pointing the toe backwards. And the neck can stay in line with the spine. So you're just looking down at the ground and ungripping the toes. Breathe all the time. You can hold the wall. If you've got a wall or a piece of furniture, make sure the arms are extended. You've got to reach for it. And this will encourage you to extend when you gradually your balance improves. Because it will improve, it just takes practice. And breathing out, lower the right leg down. And some days it might not feel so easy. And so that's when balance has become a really good way of gauging, almost like a barometer for how you are and what's going on. Bring the weight into the right foot. So there's nothing wrong, with that. And the more regularly you do that, the more you get to see, how am I doing? What's going on? And you can either point the toe or push the heel back. And then again, extend the arms forwards. Really extend, like you're trying to point that point of the fingers into the future. And that left toe is being pulled back so you can lengthen, feel the length in your body, feel the length through the center, through the waist, through the hip there. Everything is lengthening, expanding. Ungrip the toes of the standing foot. Breathe deeply. You can do it. One more breath in and release. Bring the left foot down slowly. Let's just give everything a little shake up again. Knees on the ground, but just give the knees a little shake. And the shoulders. Yeah. If we're shaking up some feeling, maybe we want to just give a little bit extra to the heart space. So we're going to get those fingers pummeling this whole heart space. Yeah, make some sound there. Feels like a day to make sound, express ourselves. On the sides here. Good. Okay. And with that, maybe seems appropriate to have a roaring, not so much the lion's on the ground, but we have a roaring goddess. So with the Leo full moon, we're going to roar with that. So get the feet really wide. And the feet are out at a little angle, not a right angle, kind of 45-degree-ish, but just coming down with the knees, making sure that your bottom is tucked in. So rather than pushing the bottom back, your body's staying upright, the head is staying above the chest, above the heart, above the base of the body, and you're bringing the hands together, and you're bringing the chest towards the hands. So let me get this uplift, this length. You'll find your abdominals have to work every time. This is why I put a lot of emphasis on this opening here, because we tend to kind of close in, and then the whole front of the body kind of gets collapsed. But we want to open here, express. This is our energy, the way we receive and also put out. So we want to try and also keep the evenness between the front and the back of the body. Good. Great. Breathing in and breathing out. So let's see if we're ready for our roaring, fiery goddess. Breathing in, reaching up, breathing out. Let's make some roaring sounds. So this tongue comes out, the eyes are wide, very fierce, very expressive. Fingers wide as well. Nice strong posture. Think about those Mayan goddesses. Think about Kali, the Hindu goddess with the wild eyes, the tongue out the mouth, very wild, very expressive. Kind of burning up everything we don't need. Let's do one more of this. Now we're going to think of a lioness roaring with passion, ferocious. Good. Okay. Just keeping the feet wide, but just pointing the feet forwards. The feet are parallel. And let's interlink the fingers behind the back. I'm just going to come into a forward bend. So interlinking the fingers there, just letting the hands rest on the back there, breathing in. Open the chest, look up, breathing out, strengthen the legs. So try not to lock the knees out. And you're coming forwards into a forward bend. And as you come into that forward bend, let the arms come over the head. Getting some towel. And some power. Just letting the weight of the arms over the body do the work for you. It's opening the shoulders. Also feel that in the legs as well. Make sure the knees stay soft. We're not locking the knees out. It's a very subtle difference there. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Feel that opening in the whole back there. And I just bring the hands, still interlinked, to the center of the back and just drawing a circle on the back, clockwise to begin. Breathing, and then reverse that, so you're going in a circle but anti-clockwise, and let that slowly bring you up to standing. Keep the knees slightly soft or bent and come up to standing. Feels good there. Now bring the feet together and give the legs a little shake. Give the arms a little shake. Just rotate the wrists a little bit just to change our focus, watching the hands move and enjoying the detail of that in the other direction with the wrists. Taking them out to the sides, letting them travel around, taking them high, still rotating out the front, change direction, and then down. Okay, let's come into another standing posture. So we're going to do another balance. We're going to do dancer. Oh, another strong one. Put the weight onto the left foot and stand. Get the weight going down to the sole of that foot. And just breathe, settle. And when you're ready, lift the right foot off the ground, holding the outside or inside. I'm going for the inside grip, so my thumb is going backwards. Okay, I'm pointing that right knee down. So you'll feel that emphasis on the front of the right thigh when you get the knees level there. Breathe, connect the thumb and the first finger to make this mudra. Breathing in, extending the arm up. Lifting the fingers to the ceiling, and then as you breathe out, you're taking the hands forwards. And we're kicking up that right toe to the ceiling, opening the body from the left shoulder to the right shoulder, from the left hand to the right toe, opening, expanding, pushing the left foot into the ground almost, feeling. So everything is active, activated. Yeah, this is an expressive, balancing pose. Very expressive, the dancer. Imagine yourself standing, one foot on the whole of the globe there. Everything else is expanding out. Use the inhale to stretch up. Exhale, lower the left arm down and lower the right leg down. Again, let's give ourselves a little shake up. Shaking the knees and the shoulders. Yeah. Now take the weight onto the right foot. Take some time to land in that right foot on the ground as if you're balancing on a globe. Take hold of the left foot and then take whichever grip you want to do with this one. And then try and get the knees level. There's a tendency to want that knee to go forwards, but we're just getting that extra bit of opening in the front of the hip. And maybe this is where you want to get to, and you don't want to go into the full balance, and that's fine. And also you can lean against a wall if you want to, or furniture. Breathing in, first of all, connect the thumb and the first finger, spread those other fingers out nice and wide. Breathing in, extend up. Breathing out, taking the right arm forwards, the gaze is going forwards, open the chest. So you're looking towards that point. It's kind of going forwards and upwards, so opening up. The left toe is reaching up to the ceiling. Beautiful open chest, open heart. Beautiful bend, curve in the back. Breathe. Breathe. Good. Now coming up to standing on the inhale. Lower the arm on the exhale. Release the hand. Lower the leg down. Give everything a little shake. Okay, just stand for a moment. Okay, standing with the feet hips width apart. Breathe in, breathe out through the mouth. We're going to do a little gratitude prayer here in this moment. Hands together, connect the right and the left, pressing together evenly. Maybe just sensing that, finding that. And the heart lifts up to this hands in Anjali Mudra, the prayer position. Soften the knees, lift the toes, place them down. So we're really feeling a sense of our whole self, our edges. You feel the crown of the head lifting up. Breathe in. Deep, full in-breath. Exhaling through the nostrils, pointing the fingers down, watching those fingers. Inhaling, opening the hands up. Opening to receive. Good. Reaching up on the inhale. Hands come together. And then the exhale begins just at that moment. So we're moving in time with our breath. In, out breath, out breath, out breath, point to the floor. Watching with the eyes. Lifting our gaze, reaching up to the heavens as your hands come together above the head. You're watching them coming back down to the heart. They're moving through the heart. So you get this lovely sense of wholeness with this. This is definitely a full moon prayer. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, reaching in. So let's have a little gratitude moment. Appreciation for what is here and now with you. And letting yourself acknowledge those things that you feel grateful for. What does that mean, gratitude? Appreciation, acknowledgement, seeing something, realizing something, knowing something, and loving. What is it you love and feel and enjoy today in this moment? Or today, this morning, maybe there's something you feel grateful for. Exhaling. Know how that lands in your body. How does that land? How do you feel that in your physical, emotional body? One more. Bring the hands together, watching them come together. Ah, beautiful. And let them rest in the heart center. Feel your feet on the ground. Just give the feet a little bit of a wriggle, just to really feel that groundedness and just to ground this gratitude in the earth, in the body. Close the eyes. And feel your own heart. What is happening in your heart? How does your heart feel today? Is there a feeling, an idea, a spark? Is there an image? Is there a color? What is there? Just allow yourself to acknowledge that. And breathe steady and soft in and out through the nostrils. And relax. We're going to come down to the ground now. So we're going to first of all do quite a lot of strong-legged. We need strong legs though to move us forward in our life. So it's appropriate that we're focusing on the legs today quite a lot. I'm going to do a chair. Yeah. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Some space here. And stretch up, and as you breathe out, the first thing that happens as you sit back is your abdominals have to work. Abdominals and back. As we're extending forwards, extending the arms forwards, keep the back of the neck long. So we're not looking at the hands, we're looking, we look at the ground just in front of us there. Not at the ground by our feet, but just in front. This keeps the back of the neck nice and long. Making sure the thighs are not splaying out, that the knees are staying in even space between them. And you really feel that length happening as you lift your chest forwards and the shoulders sit down. So we're really feeling that sense of everything is integrated and working together harmoniously. There's no part of the body that's kind of slacking here. It's all working. Good. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, lower down. Good. So we're just going to come down to the ground. And we're going to come down in a little squat. So take the arms forwards. Breathing out, sit back into the comfy chair that's behind you, but keep extending the hands in front of you. But this time we're going to see if we can come into a squat. So you might need to take your hands forwards. Then we're going to come into the front of the body. So onto all fours. And then we're going to come into a plank. So only briefly. So we take the right foot back, making sure the chest is already above the hands, not the face, okay? And the left foot back. Little plank here. Just feel that strength in the body. You can always have your knees on the ground. This is still strong. You're still having to use your back and your abdominals with the knees on the ground. Good. And then we're going to lower down. So you can either lower down with the strength in the arms or bring the knees down and then lower down. whichever you feel is appropriate for you today. And then rest on the front of the body, arms go back. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Rest on the side of the head. If that doesn't feel comfy, you can always put your head on the back of your hands there, making a little pillow. Otherwise, just resting one side of the neck at a time. So a back bend here. We're going to place the hands on the ground. So we just turn, so the thumbs are turning out to the side, come onto your forehead. And we bend the knees and the feet are lifted off the ground. Now as you inhale, you're going to lift the head off the ground, lift the chin, lift the chest. So this is a modified version of the bow, where normally we'd hold on to the feet. But this is a different version. So you're pressing into the ground with the hands, opening the chest, take the shoulders back away from your ears, down, away from your chest. So really opening the front of the body, and you'll feel your abdominals have to work in this posture as well. One more breath in, lower down. Rest on the other side of the head, let the legs relax down. Rest the backs of the hands again on the ground. Breathe. Just enjoy the breath, the body expanding and relaxing on the ground. Now we're going to go into the full bow. You can replay what we just did. If you can reach your feet, take hold of the feet, come onto your forehead. So it's really about openness in the chest, the whole front of the body openness. As you inhale, first of all, lift the head off the ground, the chest, the chin, the shoulders lift up, and then the toes are going up to the ceiling. So we're not pulling the feet towards us, we're lifting the toes towards the ceiling. If this is not possible to get hold of the feet, like I said, just repeat what we did with the hands on the ground. It's a very similar posture. Good, so breathe, breathe, breathe. And smile, because it releases the tension. One more breath in and release on the out breath. Let the knees come down to the ground. Slowly let the legs relax down, rather than just flopping there. And resting on the side of the head, relax the shoulders forwards. Breathe in and breathe out. Put the hands on the ground, pushing into the hands. I'm going to come into a puppy dog. So rather than sitting right back and having the hands back, the hands are slightly more forwards, so that the bottom doesn't quite reach the heels. There's a space there. It's just to get more openness in the back. Bring your forehead to the ground. If it reaches the ground, it might not. So really creating that openness in the back of the shoulders, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Just giving your body time to release and naturally expand. And then just sliding the hands back and sitting back into the heels for a moment. Sweep the arms back into the pose of the child, backs of the hands on the ground. Let the arms rest forward, let the shoulders relax, let the jaw relax. And again, some more sound here, breathing in through the nostrils. Just to relax and release the mouth, the lips, the tongue, this kind of horsey mouth. Really works well to loosen that area up. It's not an easy area to loosen, the jaw and the mouth and lips. Good. And relax. Full breath in and out. Okay. So slowly unravel to kneeling. Coming up to kneeling. If this is impossible, just come to seated. And if it feels a bit uncomfortable, then pad up wherever it's uncomfortable. If it's here, place a cushion underneath the front of the foot. If it feels like too strong an angle, you can put cushions behind the knees or between the knees, whichever feels better for you. And if this is a challenging posture, kneeling, then I really encourage you to practice at home. You can do this anytime, just coming down onto the ground. And it's particularly good because your back is very much more easily able to be upright and relaxed. And also a great position for digestive system, where it's got a lot more openness here. And with a lot of sitting as well, you know, this is a different kind of sitting, different parts of the body getting stimulated. And if you're finding this is too much, now just sit in cross-legged position. If you're finding this comfortable, then you can remain here. We're just going to do a little breathing practice here. So we're going to focus on the belly here. And we're going to do a little Kapalabhati breath. And take this easy because it's quite a strong one. It's really good for developing a bit of strength here in the abdominals and also clearing and cleansing. And Kapalabhati is, I think the literal translation is skull shining. So it's a good time to shiny that up and just to clear away some of that fog. And it's actually, if you do it in a smaller version, you can do this anytime. And it's all the nostrils, of course. And you can place your hands in your belly to feel that. Breathing in first of all. And the out breath, it comes out through the nostrils and it's quite strong. So you use the abdominal strength to push out. So we might be familiar with Bhastrika, the bellows breath, which is in and out, which is, so you're making definitely an in and out breath. But with Kapalabhati, you only focus on the out breath, and the in breath naturally comes in afterwards, but you're not actually actively engaged with that. So it's all about the out breath, and it's pushing out every single time. You might want to just do this slowly to begin, breathing in. And you let the breath come in rather than, you know, pushing the belly out. It's all of the nostrils. Try and keep the rest of the body relaxed. And once you've got the idea of that kind of, all the breath comes out on that, and quite as clean if you can, the least puffiness with that out breath, the better, but that comes with practice. And sometimes it's easier when you get a bit faster. So we just maybe close your eyes and just feeling the belly, giving yourself that support. So maybe you want to just start with 5 and then just resting and seeing how that feels. But you have to keep very relaxed in the belly, apart from when you're doing the out breath. It's not, you know, it's not a beginner's kind of breath, but give it a try anyway. Maybe try 5 more, these kind of pumps. So it's almost like as soon as you breathe, as soon as you pump the air out, you need to relax. And then the breath naturally comes in. You don't need to suck the breath in. So we'll try that again, maybe 5 breaths. Unless you're familiar, just carry on, you can do more. Breathe in. Good. Maybe if you want to build that up a few more, just for the last one. Maybe go to 10 if you feel like it, or just do another 5. Breathing in. And then just let yourself rest. Eyes closed, let your breath settle. Very cleansing, very powerful Kapalabhati. And like I said, you can do a smaller version, which is kind of less vigorous. Any time of the day you feel like, oh, I'm a bit foggy you need a bit of energy, a little bit of clarity, you can do like a miniature version of that, very small, like, and then normally that will brighten you up. So you can stay seated if you want, otherwise let's just lie down. Nothing difficult, just let yourself lie down. Let yourself lie on your back. Maybe you want to put your feet up against the wall, maybe you want to put your feet up on some furniture. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. You might want to just lie on the ground and hug your knees, so you can roll a little bit on your back. Do whatever feels good to you. I'll take a few moments, a few minutes in relaxation. And it takes a while also just to relax and release after that strong breathing practice, Kapalabhati. Very stimulating. So it takes a bit of time to settle down. It's almost like you can let yourself bask in that kind of clarity and energy from that breath. So let's take a few releasing breaths. You might want to cover yourself with a blanket or put some socks on. Breathing into the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Let yourself really settle down. Now do as many of those releasing breaths as you need to. Breathing into the nostrils. Let yourself land. Landing and softening and relaxing. I would encourage you to give yourself to this relaxation just for a few minutes here on the ground. Just for a few minutes. Let yourself rest fully. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Soften all the limbs. Relax. Sink into the ground. Sink. Deeper and deeper with each out breath. Now let the breath just settle. Soft, easy breath coming in and out through the nostrils. Breath coming in, breath going out. Just feel the energy and light in your body as it sinks into the earth, as it softens and melts into the earth. Have a sense of that return to the earth, that going back home to that warm, soft, comfortable place of Shavasana. And just feel yourself bathing in the full moon, the light, the soft, gentle, stunning light of the full moon. The beautiful, nurturing energy. And imagine that big, beautiful moon is reflecting back to you everything that you know to be wonderful and special about yourself. And acknowledging those things and just enjoying that pleasurable feeling of lying and resting in your most wondrous self. Whilst being held in this beautiful container of spaciousness, the full moon, vast, shiny, soft, welcoming, holding. And the sound of the bell brings us back to the day. And give yourself a good stretch on the ground. Expand your body. Breathe in deeper. Breathe, move, hug your knees. Yeah, just enjoy this new body. Enjoy it, the renewal, how we can constantly renew. And we're reminded of this with this full moon. And just come slowly, find yourself coming slowly to seated. Feel yourself. And this is why, again, paying attention to these moon cycles, it just reminds us of that renewal. Again, she's there. Renewed every time. Brighter and shinier. And we can have a sense of that in ourselves. So feeling your edges expanded, hopefully. These edges are expanded now. Yeah, the whole of these edges. And the face, don't forget this. Face. And rub the palms together with some heat and energy created. Yeah. And we bring the hands to the heart center and bring to mind your sankalpa, your intention. Maybe you have a full moon intention. Maybe there is something that is requiring some extra energy, some extra courage. Take courage from the heart. This is a source of that courage. Knowing that without fear, there is no courage. So feel that powerful heart, expansive, and relax. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice. Enjoy the full moon. Yeah.